My name is Leon. I'm a writer. I've decided to write a screenplay about a man writing a screenplay. My only question is,
how do you make that visually interesting? Oh!
Of course, if I was writing a book about a man writing a book, it would be simple. It would be all about the words, the cleverness of the prose, the brilliance of the language, the clarity of the ideas. Crap.
Writing is a lot like constipation. It's excruciatingly painful, but it feels great when you finally get it all out.
Now, I could write this screenplay about a bloke writing a screenplay about a bloke writing a screenplay.
But that would just be silly.
No, this guy wants to write a screenplay that makes a point and at the same time gives the audience an uplifting feeling. You know, like Capra.
That's Capra, the Hollywood director, not Kafka, the writer. It's an important difference. G'day, mate. A couple of beers, thanks.
Coming up, mate.
Good
No
job.
worries.
Thanks. Now, this guy I'm writing about, he knows all about screenplays. He's been to all the writers' group meetings, done all the seminars, read all the books on how to write a successful screenplay. He's written outlines, log lines, treatments, synopses. He understands format, structure, plot, theme, character development, and cheesy dialogue. He knows that right now Hollywood is looking for high-concept genre pieces with a massive potential for merchandising. You know, think It's a Wonderful Life, as it might have been directed by George Lucas. Good on you, Chief.
Mate.
Thanks for that. There you go, mate.
Thanks, man.
Get that into you.
Hello everybody, thank you for coming tonight. Welcome to the writers' meeting. Now, who's actually written something this month?
I'm writing something.
Yes, Leon.
I'm writing a screenplay about a guy who's writing a screenplay.
I don't like it. It's boring. And it's not funny.
Ah. Well, what do you reckon, Craig?
Yeah, it won't work, mate. Can't make it visual enough.
Visual?
Yeah.
How's this for visual?
Of course, slapstick, while visual, isn't very intellectual. Some would say that it's the last resort of the unimaginative, but actually, light relief is essential in any drama. The hard part about writing isn't the actual writing, it's the inspiration. Where do ideas come from? How do you know if an idea is a good one? And what do you do if you can't even think of one?
Are you looking at me? There's looking at you, kid. Play it, Sam, you dirty rat! I'm flying, Jack! I'm flying! You want the truth? You can't handle the truth!
The truth is, that's why so many movies are derivative. Alright, my girlfriend isn't really a 20-year-old supermodel, but I'm writing this screenplay and I can do what I like.
Oh, it's you.
Can I tempt you with a piece of apple?
You can tempt me anytime. Oh, yes. Life's sweet for a writer.
My protagonist is writing his screenplay about a young girl who's dying of cancer, a loving father who's trying to make her wishes come true before she dies, and the struggle he's having with his ex-wife, who blames him for everything.
Why is it that every screenplay you write has an evil ex-wife?
Well, that's so that the audience understands it wasn't Dad's fault that he left. Plus, it leaves room in the storyline for a new romantic interest to be introduced.
So there's a role for me?
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Well, that's all right then. Can you make my character a brain surgeon that saves the girl's life? I've always wanted to be a brain surgeon.
A brain surgeon?
Yes.
Of course. That's plausible. The sad truth is that no matter how brilliant your screenplay is, everything depends on the pitch. Now, that's the moment of truth when the difference between a green light and going back to your day job all hinges on whether the suits think they can exploit the crap out of you and make truckloads of money. Well, all I can say is, exploit me!
Of course, studio executives don't really all look the same, but they might as well because they all act the same, so this scene is symbolic. Get it?
So then the dying girl rescues the President of the United States and saves the free world from the threat of terrorism just in time to be the flower girl when her dad marries the neurosurgeon. Isn't that great?
We really love your story. And we think that with a few little tweaks it could really kick ass. For example, we really think that the ex-wife should be the brain surgeon, the bimbo bitch should be the terrorist, and the dying girl should be a boy who doesn't die but finds love with the president's daughter. Yes, now that's more believable, don't you think?
So, it's a green light?
Well, we love it, but we gotta run it past the executive vice president. So it's kind of a yellow light. We'll let you know.
No! We'll let you know. We'll let you know. That's what they said. It means the same thing as, don't call us, we'll call you. Well, thank God it was all just a screenplay about a guy writing a screenplay. It never actually happened at all.
What really happened is that Candy the supermodel hooked up with a professional athlete and got her own TV show. Nerida started her own publishing company and published not only her own books, but lots of other people's too. Robert wound up working for a newspaper as the movie critic. And Craig wrote an award-winning screenplay and then got a big break in a real Hollywood movie. And me? Well, I'm still making short films. Like this one. Life's good, isn't it?
I'd like to say something, but I've got nothing to say.